Alright, going first with the brand new Unchained deck, we have the Tour Guide as our normal summon. Phoenix Rhino is the excellent search off of the Tour Guide. We're in a really good spot so far. Lord of Yama. We also have Shambara and a card we can set. We're in a really good spot in my opinion. Only thing that sucks is we started off with the Shavara in hand. And we could have used the Shavara effect, but it's okay, we're living and learning. This is me first starting off with the deck. We're going to use that to then call out our Unchained Soul. So we can use Unchained Soul to get rid of Shavara, as well as destroy our Ruha to bring back our Shavara. Now, this card is going to recycle our Unchained card, and we're going to use our Yama in turn 1 effect to keep comboing. We're going to bring out High King Caesar with 2 negates, as well as that will be it. Now, we could have brought the Link Monster out, I believe, as well, but we do have Maxi, and honestly, they do get benefited from destruction. Our opponent has the Winged Dragon of Ra, and it looks like he is playing some kind of Pot of Duality deck. Runic is the cards we're seeing, but honestly, they do not benefit him whatsoever on this turn because of that Pot of Duality. Now going on to turn 3, we have some reaction of our own, as well as the Shavara in grave. Now, he has a lot of cards set, and he didn't get to special summon last turn, so I felt like the Maxi was a good push off to get this game started. Shavara using Arua as well, and our opponent does have the Flashing Fire. Now I'm going to special summon an Unchained from hand because we didn't get to use that. He's also going to special summon an Unchained card, or a Runic card, from his extra deck. There is the Hugin. We draw the Shambara. We get the Unchained, as well as the pop of the Ruha. Now we're going to use our effect of our Unchained Soul in hand. Our opponent does have the skill drain, but honestly that does benefit us more than it doesn't. Ruha is going to bring out Shavara, and Unchained Soul is going to get negated, but we do get to set one from the graveyard. Now we're going to link off using that Winged Dragon of Ra because he did skill drain it, and we're going to summon Unchained Soul of Rage. Now we're going to hit him for 5,000 or 4,800 points of damage and leave the interaction with that. 1 card in hand, 1 card face down. Our opponent surrenders on the spot. Alright, going first, this is an interesting hand to say the least. Tour Guide, as well as a lot of hand interaction. That was during the main phase 1, so our triple attack is now online. We do have the call by. I really do want to get this search off. Unfortunately, my opponent also has an effect failure, but a 2-for-1 doesn't seem that bad to me. Especially with the amount of traps we have, I still say we're in a good spot. Tour Guide gets negated. We use triple attack. I'm going to get for the greedy play and draw 2 cards here. We draw a Ruha. Ruha, going to use the effect of our Ruha to destroy the trap as well as special summon itself. Now we have 2 Unchained cards on the field, as well as a Yama to link summon. We're going to get Shambara in the combo as well, destroying the Yama. Looks like my opponent does have a Bestial Drworm. We're going to use the effect of our monster here to bring out the Wave King High Caesar. We're going to set 2 and pass. Now we're still in a decent spot thing, all things considering, because as soon as he uses an effect or anything, my High King Caesar will send the Shavara to grave to then get another set into the possession. Now my opponent surrenders there because it looks like the Drworm with those hand traps were the only gas they did have. Alright, going first, we have the Phoenix Rhino plus 2 Abominational Prisons. Pretty good search spell, all things considered. We do have the trap in hand, as well as a second copy of the prison, meaning we can use that as tribute fodder. Now I'm going to normal summon that Phoenix Rhino here, and we're going to use that Abomination Prison to destroy the Aruha, to then link off into our boy DD Wave King High Caesar. Now we're going to use the other 2 to go into Lord of Yama. And our opponent's going to surrender there after setting up a pretty decent board with 2 negates as well as a graveyard interaction. Alright, an Ash Blossom plus some hand traps in hand. This looks like a really interesting hand. Our opponent, Ash is my small world. Honestly, not a bad hit for me. We were experimenting with that and it worked, but it also didn't. So Shavara is going to come out with the Rakia, and we're going to use them to bring out Lord of Yama. Lord of Yama is going to be able to trigger its effect to add a card, as well as Arua is going to use his effect to then set a card. Or Shavara, I should say. So we're in a really good spot. We get the trap set, as well as we don't get the ad, but not a big deal. With Ash Blossom and Maxi in our hand, with 4 cards my opponent has, I still think we're in a good spot. My opponent shows off the super heavy motorbike. I think that's interesting. So we're going to use our Ash and also our Maxi. So we get rid of the motorbike, as well as we have the Ash Blossom and Maxi on combo here. Our opponent is going to destroy our card. Honestly, a huge top deck. We're going to be able to pop that trap to bring out Arua. That was going to be our search anyway. We're going to use this card to recycle our Unchained cards right through Arua to special summon this guy. We're going to destroy the Sahara and the spell to get 2 more special summons. Now, one of those are going to be Shavara, and the other one doesn't really matter to us. But we're going to bring out our boy, another Shavara, which is very good for us, because with the High Wave King Caesar, it's not guaranteed that we're going to use the effect of his discarding the Shavara this turn. So we're going to use this to bring out Unchained, Soul of Rage, as well as Wave King High Caesar. We're going to hit him for 28 plus 18, and we're going to end our turn. Now, we're in a really good spot, in my opinion. My opponent summons a monster. I can out it pretty significantly. Now, I'm going to negate the effect of the scales. Honestly, giving him the access to an Excel into a Baron seems like a bad play on my part, but we'll see. We discard that Shavara to get another spell and trap interaction. Looks like my opponent also has Wakashi, but he will soon learn that he needs a face-up super heavy to activate the effect of the big Benkai in the back. Soul Anguish is here. There is no face-up effect on Soul Anguish I need this turn. My opponent surrenders, because honestly, left with nothing else he could do. Alright, a very interesting hand we start off here. Let's see what we can do with it. We're gonna normal summon the Rakia to use the Ashura. We're gonna get the Sahoya into rotation. We're gonna set that other guy, and we're gonna destroy the Arua effect. We're gonna get a Rakia. We're gonna destroy that Sahoya. We're just getting our monsters into rotation here. Next up, we're gonna use the effect of our Unchained Soul of Rage and our trap to get some combo out. Now, this isn't a bad board. Soul of Rage is very versatile. We have Maxi, as well as a Called By set for exact reasons like this. Now, our opponent is discouraged of summoning monsters because of that. Maxi is resolving. Now, we also have the Trap as interaction and the Soul of Rage. So we're in a really good spot, in my opinion. Gold Sarcophagus reveals either my opponent is on Flu or it is on Branded. With that Despian Tragedy, he will be able to get access to some of his Despia cards. The Witch comes out, sends a card, he activates a spell to reveal the Serenir to send that monster to the grave. Now that monster is going to bring out Fallen of Albaz. Fallen of Albaz is going to attempt to fuse using my monster. So I'm going to get the Escape of Unchained to pop that to beat the interaction, as well as get an ad from my next turn. Now I feel like we took the initiative with that one because of that. Also, Sahoya or Sarama in the hand is very excellent for turn 3 plays. Sahoya, we're going to recycle that Escape, and we're going to destroy the face down Rakia. Rakia is going to bring out Shavara. We're going to use Shavara to destroy Sahoya and the Trap to get 2 more summonings of our choice. We get the Shavara as well as the Unchained Souls. We're going to discard the Rhino Warrior to get another monster into rotation. With the Shavara, we're going to set the spell to have another piece of interaction. Now, I'm just trying to go for a lethal here, so I'm going to use the Lord of Yama to add to my hand Arua, as well as use the effect of the Shavara this is Soyama. Lethal damage on field, our opponent surrenders on the spot. Okay, so we're using our deck here to show off the ability of Unchained. Starting off with Tour Guide of the Underworld as one of our normal summons. Using Tour Guide, we're going to bring out Fiendish Rhino, and we're going to special summon these two to bring out our Unchained Lord of Yama. Now, Unchained Lord of Yama effect, we're going to use this to get ourselves multiple extenders in rotation here. So we're going to use this to first get a trap into rotation using the other Shambara in deck, as well as Unchained. We're also going to grab, it doesn't really matter which one we do grab here, so we're going to choose a Sahaya. Now we're going to use this trap to special or set a trap. We're going to get the trap into rotation here. We're going to use this trap to then bring out this. The trap effect, we're going to bring out Shivaria from deck. Now we're here. We can set this card to then destroy the trap, the spell, to then get this into rotation. So our final board is going to look something... Actually, I actually rushed the play a bit, but you will get the gist of it. The final board is going to look like this, with the ability of Yama as a graveyard effect, and DD Vice High King Caesar as a negate 2 times per turn. So I hope you guys enjoyed the combo. Alright, so this is the final Unchained list I came up with, really taking advantage of the core hand traps in the current format, as well as how many Unchained names we are playing. We are playing a small DD package with the Dark Contracts as well as Dark Requiem. I feel like it's a really good piece of interaction or another monster to set up on the board. Our extra deck is mostly consists of huge Link takeaway pieces like Excel of the Underworld as well as Unchained Abomination in R-type. Now this deck can also be played in different ways with Evil Eyes, or instead of the Dark Contract you could play a small world package. This deck is very good for what it is. It is a cheap version. You could play this as a very easily cheap version of a tiered deck. Currently not on the tier list, but honestly, with how versatile these cards are, I won't be surprised if it does become tiered. Now, if you guys have any questions about combos or anything like that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment down below those questions, as well as any deck suggestions you really want to see. We are streaming every day around anywhere between 2 p.m. Central to 5 p.m. Central start time, and we consist for 2 hours. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.